how I made over $400,000 mostly on Fiverr by freelancing in 2025, and how you can do it as well, how you can change your 2026 and how you can actually get results from 2026. You know, I've been on Fiverr for the last, you guys, if you've seen my channel, if you've seen my content, I've been on Fiverr for the last, I would say 10 years now. And you know, the first thing that, like, whoa, there was something. We're actually in the forest right now, so doing the hiking, and you know, being in the nature is always, you know, expecting the unexpected. So, but you know, for me, the biggest success this year was to build a good system, to build a system which doesn't allow just, you know, for me to spend all of my hours to continue scaling the business, the freelancing business, is to have the good system, to have the right people. And this is something that you at some point will be wondering, right? You will be like, okay, I'm currently running my freelancing business, I'm doing it solo, maybe I'm using some contractor, someone that is helping me, and it's okay, right? But then if you want to grow, you will not be able to handle everything. So you'll be feeling at some point that you are stuck, that you are actually, you know, you're burnt out, you want to take a break, and you might take a break, you might make a lot of money, and then you're like, okay, let me scale down. But then you'll be reaching the point there where you need to scale it again. And if you want to scale it again, you just cannot do it solo. You must have team members, you must have some proper setups, you know. And my biggest hire a year ago was someone who will actually take over the communication with clients, take over the management of clients. And this was a game changer, because it allowed me to have more time into focus other projects like freelancehustle.ai. And you know, like, I have this platform that I'm building with Ayman, my partner, who is responsible for the tech, you know, and this has allowed me to start this project, because before my days were like, you know, I had to wake up, I have to answer the messages, I have to answer new messages, I have to monitor, I have to, you know, close clients that are willing to buy, I have to communicate with clients who are I think we went, yeah, that road was probably smarter. So we can go back. Mustafa, we're hiking with Mustafa, exploring, be careful. So, you know, it allowed me to have more time, more free time to focus on the new project. And this project is going, I would say, still slow. Like, we launched it in August 2025. Right now we are at around more than $1,000 MRR, which is, yeah, which, you know, it's not a lot, but I think it's still a big success, because people are, you know, most of the SaaS businesses, they take time. And I think it's the same with Fiverr. So the biggest reason why I'm succeeding on Fiverr, especially this year, is because I didn't give up. I didn't give up. I didn't quit. Although I did it for 1 year, but essentially I came back to Fiverr. And I think this is what is very important for you guys to understand, is that there is no quick money scheme, you know, there is no way for you to, like, for example, let's say you start your freelancing, there is like very small percent of chance you're gonna make a living in the first year. In the first year, you might make a couple of thousands of dollars, and this will be already a big success. The biggest success with freelancing is to find a long-term clients. Once you're able to find long-term clients, then you have to build a system. When you build a system, it allows you to take new clients. When you take new clients, your goal is to convert them to the long-term clients. So this is the circle that will go on and on. And if you want to launch, for example, new services, you know, like let's say I'm doing Instagram growth, social media content, and I want to offer like other services, because if I want to scale my Fiverr even more, I need to offer other services, because my clients, they're asking me, do you offer Facebook ads? Do you offer Reels? Do you offer other things? And right now I don't. And if I want to offer that, it's very simple. I need to be, first of all, trying things myself. I need to be able to do them myself. I need to learn about how it's done, the process, and then I need to hire a team member who I'm going to teach to do this skill, and then I'll be able to start taking clients and start building like a healthier system. So this is something that, you know, you should remember. But the biggest takeaway from this year that I can tell you is that you must start with a personal brand. You must have some personal brand. You must have some identity in the online space. You must have. It's a must right now. It's not an option. You have to do it. And the way you can do it is simply by picking the social media platform that you first of all enjoy consuming. So for example, you guys maybe enjoy watching YouTube videos. So why don't you just, you know, get your phone, get some microphone, and go in the unknown space and just start documenting your journey. You know, you will see most of the time successful channels, it's not really about like the editing, it's not really about the animation, the graphics, right? Usually it's how it happens. Someone goes viral with this, like, let's say, new format, and then that was a shortcut.
Yeah.
Someone goes with the new format, it goes viral, and then people starts to follow the same, you know, starts to replicate this format, and then like a bunch of people are doing the same thing, and then of course it loses the credibility, right? The biggest credibility is you. Like, that's why Fiverr for you is gonna grow, or Upwork, because you are building your identity. You know, I have clients, it happens most of the time. The clients, they message me on Fiverr, and they will research about me. Like, they will Google my name, they will maybe find me on social media, you know, and then they will decide to work with me because they will consume some content. It's like, you know, you are going to a restaurant, right? Or you're going into some, I don't know, travel destination. What you're gonna do? You're gonna Google the place, you're gonna see what things they have, you're gonna see like the reviews, you know, you're gonna see their pictures, maybe they get some awards, you know, so, and then you decide to buy or to go there. The same happens with you, you know, like freelancing is really, it's really tough, you know, it's really challenging. You have to accept that you have to be changing things, you know, all the time. Like, you have to, let's say, if you offer this service, like for example, on Fiverr, there are a lot of copywriting services sellers. You guys know as well, some of them who were very big on Fiverr, and they had to go because simply the demand has changed, the reality has changed, you know. The same thing can happen. It's also happening right now with my social media content service. We have like Nano Banana, we have other things, and the clients are simply choosing to do it themselves, at least first, and then if they feel like, okay, it's becoming challenging, they will hire someone. But the trend is there, you know, the trend is there. So you have to be really stand out. If you even do something like generic, simplified, the only way you can get clients is because you have some personality in the online space, you know. So pick one platform, really pick one platform. I'm like, if you ask me, of course I love the video, I love the YouTube, I love these things, you know, like just to share my thoughts, share my, you know, opinion, what is working, what is not, document my journey. Mustafa as well, he starts his YouTube journey as well, which can bring him new opportunities, new clients. So, you know, it's the same thing for you, you know. And starting YouTube doesn't mean you have to like have a nice camera. You need to have a good microphone, that's for sure, you know, because if you don't have a good microphone, it will be a problem. But you can just use your phone, or you can use your computer screen and just record and show some stuff and educate some people, and then you can build something from it, you know. Like if you're looking at YouTube, for example, it's very easy to monetize. For example, okay, you have YouTube AdSense, which is not maybe ideal, but you have the way to charge clients for your consultation. You can charge consultations, you can sell some digital products, because people on YouTube are going to be watching your content. So really, if you're thinking 2026, I will highly suggest YouTube, because, you know, if you already have Fiverr, Upwork, and you're trying to go on LinkedIn, for example, it's also good, it's very important. But I think it's going to be another platform where you have to spend like on a daily basis your time and like engage with people and like, you know, reply to comments, send them messages, because most of your sales, they will come not from your content like on LinkedIn, but from actually you engaging with people in the messages. The same thing happens with Instagram. For example, this month, actually right now we're in December, so last month, November, we sent like maybe like 100 or 200 direct messages, and we got around 15, 16 clients from that, you know. So, but we have to keep doing that. We have to keep doing that to keep growing this type of business. So with YouTube, for example, for the freelance hustle, I'm getting like 5 to 10 people per day signing up. Of course, not all of them are starting their trial. Some of them are just, you know, exploring things. But it's working, you know, it's really working, and I'm really thankful for you guys to, you know, to support, to really, you know, try things that you know I built, especially freelance hustle that I built. I would say Ayman built it, because he's a technical co-founder in this project. So he built this product, and we always have some sort of, what's that?
A mushroom.
Here, a little. Oh yeah, it's true. So yeah, it's it's probably poison, though. Yeah, so that's really, you know, it's you know, it's not easy, but we are passionate to build things that will help essentially freelancers, Fiverr sellers to scale their journey. And of course, I would love for you guys to share feedback as well, like what do you prefer, what do you have in mind as well, because a lot of things are possible to build, but this is a hard project, you know, like starting your SaaS, you know, it's really hard. It's really something that I believe can take the equal amount of years. The same happened with like Fiverr, you know, that it can take like years to just build something sustainable. So yeah, I think if you're starting anything, you have to give yourself some time and some you know, build some patience, because these things are really taking time. And we're going through this path, but you know, just remember this. Like, I regret, for example, a few things that I stopped. For example, when I was doing my Fiverr, I was also starting a Udemy. You know, I was a Udemy seller, and you know, right now, for example, I do regret, because I could have, you know, a Udemy account with courses, because I like to teach, I like to educate people, and I could create those courses, and you know, the Udemy can provide you some great success, you know, great results. So yeah, I think just start something and really try to keep it going, you know, as long as you can, because you know how many times I wanted to quit this YouTube channel, probably multiple, like tens, in, you know, many times. And I'm still going for some reason. I'm still going because I think, you know, if this video can influence one person to believe in themselves, to get back on Fiverr or get back on Upwork or get back on anything that you're maybe stopped doing, this will be my huge success, you know, already. So I don't really care how many people are watching this. Of course, you know, we always look at metrics, but for me, I think it's just, you know, every video is just another chance to change someone's opinion, or maybe inspire, or maybe open eyes, you know. So yeah, that's the goal as well. Just here to share your thoughts, and you know, again, 2021, 2022, my years on Fiverr were not as big. I had like 100K made, but 2025, it's been a success, you know. 400,000, it's a lot, and that's just simply because I didn't give up. I'm trying new things. I'm trying to, you know, develop also healthy partnerships, healthy collaborations with people, with other things. So, and that was allows things to scale. I don't know, maybe 2025 is going to be worse than 2024. Sorry, 2026 worse than 2025. Who knows? But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But for me, the most important is that I don't want to be finishing a year, another year, and be like, okay, I'm doing the same thing year and year and year. This year I'm finishing and I'm like, we launched the Freelance Hustle. I keep pushing my YouTube channel. I tried some other things like coaching. We tried to as well, like, you know, make some changes in the service we have. So we launched a new service. So there's a lot of positive things this year. So I'm happy, even though some of them are not successful as I hoped for, but I'm still extremely thankful for the decision that I took to do it this year. So guys, take the decision, implement it, scale it. Are we on the right track? No?
Yes.
And things will be better. I think we should go up, huh? It's time to go up.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we are going up
Yeah.
this road here, finishing. Well, we're still in the middle of the hike. Keep pushing, don't give up, and have a productive 2026.
You can go from there. I think it's much better.
Push.